Chris LaChava with Remax Heritage Professionals. That's right, we've made the change and are not now a Remax franchise. I am still with the same broker, so it's the same great people, same great service. We just have more resources available to us, including kind of an international reference point in terms of Remax offices all around the world. So Remax professionals all over the world can help sell your property now. So that's a great network to have at our disposal. Lots more technology and tools at our disposal as well, but we're making sure that we're not going to change excuse me, in terms of providing the same level of service that you've come to expect. So excited about this change. Be looking for more branding changes in the coming weeks as we kind of make this transition. There's a lot of steps involved, so it does take some time. For today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about details that you can't afford to miss when buying a new home. As many of you know, I actually recently bought a new home, and we've actually been very happy with the experience. Once we have our stuff put up and organized, we'll do a tour of the new home. But right now it's just boxes and boxes and boxes pretty much everywhere. But so far we're loving the experience. But there are some things that you should watch for when you're buying a new home. You do get an opportunity, at least with most builders, to do a first walkthrough. You kind of create a punch list. It's a blue tape walkthrough, I call it, where you walk through with blue tape, and anything you find that's not right, you put a piece of blue tape next to it. The builder's rep is there with you. They may identify some things as well. And then they have, depending on what's on the list or what's got blue tape, a week or two or more to fix those items before your final walkthrough and closing. But there are definitely some things you should check, and different builders obviously provide different levels of quality. With a new home construction, one of the things you have to remember is even if the builder has a great reputation, they have different subcontractors in each community. And so you may have a great subcontractor in your community, or you may have a bad subcontractor. Or even with the contractor that was overseeing the work, may be great, but the painters may have been bad, or the plumbers may have been bad. And there's just no way to guarantee that you've got a perfect home. And so don't assume because you're buying a new home that you've got a perfect home. There probably are going to be some little things here and there that you're going to find that are going to need to be corrected. The nice thing about a new home is that there is a warranty provided typically, but pay attention to what's covered. In our case, the appliances are covered by a 1-year manufacturer's warranty, but the structure of the home has got a 10-year warranty, and then pretty much anything else is a 1-year by the builder within the home. But different builders will provide different, different warranties. I still have a cough from that COVID flu bout in early January. It's kind of annoying, but anyway. So some things to do when you're doing that walkthrough to make sure you're checking before you close. Test all the appliances, make sure they're working. All of our appliances were working, but the builder did notice in the case of the dishwasher, there were some dents in the door. So they've ordered a new dishwasher door. Of course, the one that came in before closing was also dented, so it's on back order now to get a replacement. They're pretty minor, it's superficial, but the builder wanted it to be right, so they've already been ordered, and we'll get that in once they come in. But making sure all your appliances work, so turn on all the burners, turn on the oven, turn on the microwave, refrigerator, make sure it's cold, test the ice maker, water maker if you have one. Dishwasher, if you're getting a washer and dryer, test those too. Don't leave anything to chance. Don't be alarmed when you do test the heater. If you're, you should still test it in Florida, even though you barely use it. But when it goes on for the first time, you're probably going to get a burning smell, and actually the smoke detectors may go off. That's pretty normal. And even when you use the oven, there's some oils that'll burn off that might set off your alarms. That's not necessarily any cause for concern. Watch the windows, open and close the windows. Ours flip inside, so you can clean the outside of the window from the inside without removing the screen. It's really cool, but you got to make sure you know how to use it. and you got to make sure that they're all working. So test all of your windows. Definitely look at the paint in all the new construction that I've helped people buy, and even in my own situation. The most common issue is painting issues. And so definitely watch for scuff marks or uneven paint, things like that. We actually had one poor buyer where they had to completely repaint the exterior and interior of the home. The paint job was done so poorly. Now that's not very common, but with this particular builder, it was just a mess, and it was honestly, in that case, a sign of things to come. But definitely check the paint. Test the water temperature. Make sure that their hot water heater is supplying enough hot water to your home. You might just need to adjust the temperature of the hot water heater as well, and that's not too difficult to do. Eyeball the electrical, take a look, make sure that you don't have any double taps or things like that in the electrical. And make sure that the light switches are all straight, that kind of thing. Make sure you know about your roof, what kind of warranty comes with the roof, what kind of damage can you expect, how long should the roof last. Take a look at it, make sure the roof looks like it's been put on correctly in terms of shingles or whatever kind of roof you have. If you happen to be in a multi-floor building, so maybe buying a condo, check out the elevator. Obviously in most single-family homes there's not going to be an elevator, but check the stairs if you are in a two-story home, for example. That's important. Focus on the finishes, so look at your tiles in your bathrooms. And even if you've got flooring tile, look for chips and cracks. There shouldn't be any as you start out in the home. And make sure you mark those before you move in, because otherwise builders likely to say that happened when you moved, with movers being careless, that kind of thing. We don't have this issue in Florida, but if you are actually looking for a home up north, and you've got heated floors, go ahead and test those. Make sure that you actually have heated floors. Like I said, in Florida, we probably need cooled floors, but we don't need heated floors. And then make sure that the home has been professionally cleaned before you move in. So, construction, while it's new, can still have a lot of little things that come up. Dust that comes up from the construction, things like that. There's a lot of dust in a new home community anyway, because while your home may be complete, the one next door may not be, so it may be basically dirt, and so it's easy to track that in. So just make sure that it's been professionally cleaned before you move in. And then check out all the insurance on your moving company and what's covered in case they damage a wall or flooring. I actually had a really good experience with 2 Men in a Truck. In fact, we've had 3 good experiences, 2 Men in a Truck now. They actually pad all the furniture. They padded a doorway. So they were very careful when they moved us into our new home. Not all movers are necessarily that helpful or careful. So those are some things to keep in mind as you're purchasing a new home, things to watch out for. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Like I said, I've got direct experience in moving into a new home, but I've also helped a lot of buyers move into brand new homes. And honestly, right now in our market, I actually think new home construction is the way you should go. You can get interest rate buy downs below 5% with some builders. And then you've got a brand new home that honestly you should have very few worries in terms of repairs and things like that you'd have with a resale. And builders can offer a bigger rate buy down or closing cost assistance typically than your typical seller can. As always, if you are yourself looking to buy or sell a home in Central Florida, or if you know someone who does, I'd appreciate the referral. I'd love to help them. I'll take good care of them. Remember, I want to make your home buying and selling experience an epic one. Have a great day.